Gotta get it situated. Sorry. The only way for me to see what things look like, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But so far, the only way that I can tell is when it goes live. Then I can see the camera. I can really see, besides it gives you a quick countdown, you know. Let me get comfortable. My favorite way to create content is live. Okay. Getting comfortable in my blanket. Whew. And then when I do Friday's video, when I record, I don't have, I can't see myself. So I kind of stand up when I'm recording, even though this is what you're going to see down here. So, but here, I'm using my phone to go live. And then I've got my cool iPad over here where I can actually see, I can get a visual of exactly what everyone else is saying. Here we go. Boom. There we go. All right, that's not bad. And since I think I'm alone, I'm gonna move this a little bit. Sorry. Move this slightly. Boom. Sorry. And we're good. Oh, now it's showing the ground. Do you think I didn't have any type of paraphernalia? Here we go. Alright. I'm gonna wait for it to stop shaking. Here we go. That doesn't look bad. That's good. Oh. Alright, it's still shaking. Wow, I just made it worse. Does that work? Oh, did I do something? Oh no, okay. There we go. Get situated. Quick clip. There you go. So I'm going to create a character using the Shadowdark Player Quickstart guide. Make sure I have the right character because I didn't even think. Just make sure it's the right character sheet, right? Looks like it's just about right. Boom, boom, boom. Need to go right there. Oopsies. And then I have the Game Master Quick Start Guide. And shouts out to, what's up, Dave? Shouts out to Brian for putting me on the Shadowdark. This is going to be my first time actually opening it up. Okay. And I also have the cool Solo Dark. I guess the rules. Which I also have not opened up. And then the Game Master, which again have not opened up. So I don't really know anything about Shadowdark at all. I mean, I know things about it, just not from experience, if that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna pour myself some water real quick, and before I jump into that, I put a little post on the YouTube on the community thing. Suggestions on what I should do live today. Shadowdark was one of them, like character creation. That's my water, just in case. What's up, Simon? My homie. It's gonna be great. Shadowdark is fantastic. I've heard great things about it. Wow, Shadowdark. I do not have the hardcover, and I'm trying to not purchase it at the moment because I have this to start with, so I can really see if it's something. And I don't really want to purchase any more books. I have so many of them, and I would like to utilize. And thank you, Mrs. Coach, for putting the Start Playing Games link up there. I appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna build a character, and I'm gonna kind of just look through the things a little bit because I would like to run this solo, and I also put that as an option for Patreons because this week is Patreon's choice to pick what I'm going to do for Friday's video, and I put this as an option. Yeah. You can absolutely run it with the quick starts. I figured so. I also saw that you can do the character creation inside of it. So I was like, okay, cool. And then I have the solo dark. But another thing that I put on the list, okay, for you guys to help me choose from for tonight's video was Cloud Empress. Okay. And I even took the time out to download some extra stuff. Okay. Solo protocol. I'm just gonna assume that's for solo, like a set of solo rules. I haven't opened it up. The way it printed was super cool. I didn't mean to print this so huge. This is an introductory adventure for Cloud Empress, and it is free. It is on the Cloud Empress site. You can purchase, not purchase, but you can download the rules for free as well. I mean, you really can't beat that. And then an adventure. And I think it has some other cool things. I was thinking about figuring out maybe using that, and then of course my own creativity to run this solo. This looks like a really interesting game. You know, a lot of the games that I run are or have so far are very similar in nature, and I would like to do something a little different. But Cloud Empress is like an expansion, or not expansion, but connected. I don't want to say this the wrong thing. Connected to Mothership. So I can't remember how that works. But I like to show my stuff off before. Show a couple things off. You know what I mean? Boom, boom. Boom, boom. So I want to play this. And I do want to play Mothership. I've built a character. Pretty sure this is my character right here. Ooh. No, yeah, maybe not. I don't know if this is like not the most current character sheet. But anyway, so I just want to show you that. But tomorrow I am gonna probably do Cloud Empress, like create a character and figure out how to character creation and session 0 with Cloud Empress tomorrow for live. Okay, got some cool stuff. So I didn't even know they had like some little solos. Okay, and then we'll delve in. We'll make our cool character. We'll do this. Put this to the side, and I'm gonna try pencil because this one right here is very difficult. It hasn't been like erasing very well. Let's see that, and then what else was I gonna do? And I figured maybe we can use some of these dungeons. Okay, so I forgot that I had this. This is a few dollars, and this says 4 Against Darkness. Ah man, if you like solo like dungeon delving, 4 Against Darkness is a really fantastic game, and it comes with so many different expansions, and so many different adventures. Not only that, but also it has this new what do you call it? New troublesome towns or something like that. I'm gonna grab it in a little bit, but you can turn it into an RPG. You can have banking, family, NPCs. Just it's interesting. I haven't played it yet. I've created a map, and I'm looking forward to it. But so I got this right here, so maybe we can utilize this. This is a bunch of dungeon maps for Against Darkness. When I tell you it has tons of stuff for Against Darkness, man, let me see. I'm gonna try not to get into it. Oh, that looks like a pretty cool map. Maybe I'll get into that in a little bit. So first we'll focus on building a character creation, and then I'll show you some other cool things that I have. So again, this is my first time building a Shadowdark character and opening up. That's pretty cool art right there. I've had it for a little while. I just didn't really look at it. Some pretty cool artwork. We're just gonna take our time because we've got time. Because it's 9:28. Tried to get on here at 9, but never quite works out in that manner. Let's see. Eco Science Fantasy is very cool. There's a game called Eco Mofos. That's really cool. I have heard of Into the Odd, but I have not tried it yet. I don't really know much about it at all. But the book looks cool. And again, I'm gonna try really hard not to purchase any more books at the current moment until I utilize the books that I currently have. So, and I've got plenty. And I do have I've got like a Zweihander, Call of Cthulhu. So I've got some other things besides my Dragonbane and then the DCC, which I just got into. So let's see. What is Shadowdark? Not necessarily, but I mean, why not? Because we're out here just kind of kicking it and stuff, what defines the game. Shadowdark is a fantasy adventure game where you and your companions delve into buried ruins, lost cities, spider-infested forests, and even fearsome dragon lairs in search of gold and glory. The Shadowdark is any place where danger and darkness hold sway. It clutches ancient secrets and dusty treasures in its rotting claws, daring fortune seekers to tempt their fates. Let's see. I might as well just keep going, right? With your adventuring companions at your side, that you confront the Shadowdark's sinister traps, formidable magics, and ruthless monsters. If you survive, you'll bring back untold riches plucked from the jaws of death itself. And before long, you'll hear the Shadowdark's call once again. See, what defines this game? Speed, danger, simplicity, and simplicity. Magic is perilous, and battles are fast and deadly. I like that. Fast and deadly battles. Fast, I wonder how it would make the battle faster than what I'm used to. Being clever is crucial for survival. See, it's a light rule and light and intuitive. Let's see. We're gonna go and shift to stats looks like what I'm familiar with. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with as well. Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Let's see. You need a 4-sided, 6-sided, 8. Okay, just your regular D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, and a D20. Multiple 3D6s equals 3. Okay, I got you. Advantage. Roll 2 times. Use the higher result. So I take it we're going to higher, just like in D&D. You want to hit that skill, or at least go higher. So I just go higher. If you know Karen, already know Into the Odd. I know Karen very well, and I'm pretty sure that's one of the ways that I found out about Into the Odd. Is looking through, I think Karen acknowledges, I don't know if it's Karen or maybe another game that I've played before, but I'm absolutely super familiar with Karen. And I have to make sure I take some of the games out that I have that I have not used. Let me see, am I bumping the camera? Hopefully not. Okay. Characters, describe an action, regular. When attempting a risky action, you roll a d20, add a modifier. That's called making a check. And then, let's see, GM chooses the check's link stat and a number called a difficulty class. If the total of your d20 roll plus your stat modifier equals or beats the DC, your action succeeds, which we just figured that out. Injuries cause you to take damage and lose hit points. Typical weapons deal 1d6 damage to your hit points. You regain lost hit points after a night of rest. Let's see, characters at 0 hit points die. And then a 1d4 plus constitution modifier. Let's see, the characters are retired from play. All right, let's check the art out. Now all I'm missing for live is somewhere to rest my feet. To actually just kick my feet up on it. But both the wise and the foolish risk their fortunes in the Shadowdark. The darkness decides who. Let's see. I did see. Let me look at the character sheet. That'll give me. So I did notice ancestry. I'm gonna use a pencil because maybe that will help me out. I'm gonna use pencil. Let's see. So we've got our abilities: HP, AC, attacks. We got our gear. Let's see, money, talents, and spells. Ancestry, class. So I guess your ancestry would be kind of like your race or something. We'll see. Well, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Title, Background NDT. I couldn't figure out. I have to figure out another way to print it. But anyway, so let's see. Most games begin with first level characters. Fieldling, fledgling. Wow, I think it's my eyes. Heroes who are ready to go on dangerous adventures. Make sure I'm not bumping it. First level characters start with your background. Now, do we just roll, or it looks like it's in order? All right. I think the black dice fit. I need a pair of white dice now. Let's see. So your background knowledge and skills might prove useful during your adventure. Work with the GM, which is me, to determine your background. To determine if your background provides you advantages in any given situation. I also noticed in this right here, we can use this to possibly, more than likely, create a solo adventure. Or there's actually an adventure. I'm pretty sure it's in the back of this. I just stumbled upon this when I was kind of just looking at the artwork, which is very dope. I'm not exactly who did the artwork, but I'm gonna look into that. Be a walkthrough of the adventure at YouTube, the Arcane Library. Word. Artwork is dope, so maybe we can use that to go through it. Yeah. Let's see. So I'm not sure. Let's try rolling to see what we get. Do it like that. See, so I got a 20. Wow, that'd have been nice. Let me see. It didn't say anything about having to roll on it. So maybe we'll just pick it. Let's see. Choice of ancestry. Let me look at that page. So I guess it does. You are supposed to roll. Some classes can learn and cast spells. We'll go through. So your ancestry is your character's cultural and ancestral heritage. Your class is your character's job. Let's see. Your background, your talents, your special abilities, your class, ancestry, and talent roles grant you these. The benefits of the talents combine even the same talent rolled multiple times. That hasn't quite clicked in my head, but I'm sure as we read on, I'll figure that out. I'm gonna roll it. Let's see, we got an 8 that time. We got a jeweler. A jeweler can easily appraise value, authenticity. I guess I'll go with it. I kind of like the herbalist, to be honest, but since I skipped that role, I'll take that one right there, and I will do a jeweler. 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 There we go. Where's my background? Here it is. Jeweler. All right. And then my stats is next. Seems a little wonky at first, but basically just go through the fields on the character sheet. It all comes together. I figure so. I appreciate that, Simon. It typically, you know what I'm saying? I figure that things that I don't understand or comprehend now, or that doesn't make any daggone sense, I figured eventually as we go through it, it'll, definitely come together. So I appreciate that. Let me see now. Boom, 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 boom. I don't mind a little wonky too. Do. I don't mind it at all. All right, so to determine your character's stats, you roll 3d6 in order for each one. Note each total and modifier on your character sheet. Optional. If none of your stats are 14 or higher, you may roll a new set of 6 numbers. All right, so fingers crossed. But so we're gonna do 3. Let's see, 1, 2, and 3 of them. All right. Let's see. So we've got our abilities right here, our modifiers. All right. So we're just gonna add them together. Determine. So we roll 3d6 in order for each. Wow. 6. I guess I'll just do it there. 5, 6. Wow. You gotta be kidding me. Dexterity is next. All right. 10, 12 for Constitution. I take it. Hopefully it's not bad, right? I'll just go with it. So 5, 11. It's 11, right? Yep. 13. And 12. Doesn't seem like. Wait a minute. It says if none of your stats are 14 or higher, you may roll a new set of 6 numbers. Should I do that again? See, I sense a cleric or a wizard. I am tempted to re-roll because I have that as an option, but I'm worried that if I re-roll, that they will be worse the next time around. So it doesn't say. Oh, hold on. Does it say? Do I have to? Because what if I just keep this set just to see what it looks like and re-roll it again? Because I think I might try that. So I'm gonna leave those on there. These are my sets. So again, it says optional. Okay. If none of your stats are 14 or higher, which none of them are. Okay. Not one. All right. Let's see. You may re-roll a new set of 6 numbers. So I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna actually change my dice up because what the fudge? I'm gonna use my Dragonbane dice. Okay. Oh man, I ran a D&D session on Friday, and my rolls, okay, were the best that they've honestly been. I was just dealing damage. I'm like 24 damage there, 24 slashing. I was having a good old time, you know? So I'm going to use these Dragonbane. I got to put my dice back because it's going to mess with me. There we go. I have them sectioned out. Let me show you. Hopefully that's in the camera, right? Boom, bizzle. Man, everybody tune into the live. Thank you so much. And everybody who's taking the time out to actually like the live. Thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate it. And we'll try it again. So I've got 8. That's 9 for strength. That's a little better, right? And then 12. That's not bad, right? That's 16. Maybe I'll go for this. Let's see. 16, 12. Yeah, that's it. 16. Let's see. 10 plus 3 is 13. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. 6. That's a 10. So we went down on intelligence. Let's see. We've got a 13. Wisdom, crazy. We still have that 13. And then 9. That's crazy. And we still have a 12 for our charisma. So I'm going to take the new set of dice. I mean, a new set of, numbers that we came upon. So I'll change this over to a 10. And then we've got a 9. And was that right? I got a 16. That's wild. Okay. And then 13. Not bad. So I'm glad that we did do that. Took a chance. All right. Now we're gonna add add in our modifier. So we've got a -2 right here. 16. We got a +3. Yeah, that's pretty cool. 13 +1. That's still decent. Better than negative. Oh, look, a freaking -4. Wow, that's crazy. 10 0. Still winning. Okay, +1 and a +1. So I don't think that's too bad. I don't know how things are gonna go, so we'll see. All right, and next thing we do, I guess we just kind of flip through this. I just want to look at this page right here, just because it's so convenient there. Yeah, it's just gonna go in order, just making sure. So we'll just come back 13 if we need to, just to remind myself. Where's my? How dare I have my board out and then not the just to remind me right here. Go back to the page, and now we're going to do our. Just go in order, I guess. Our ancestry. So let's see. And I guess that'll be the class next. Choice of classes is 18. All right. So let's kind of go through them a little bit. So that's interesting. A goblin. Let me see. Have I? I've never. I don't think I've really seen that for an option. So we've got a human, a half orc, a halfling, a goblin, an elf, and a dwarf. You know how I like to go backwards. And let me see. So I normally pick an elf. Right. I bet that messed with somebody when I circled that. It's probably somebody out there that's really gonna mess with. So see if so let me see. If you have Farsight, you get a +1 bonus to attack rolls with ranged weapons, or +1 bonus to spell casting checks. I would like to do I would like to cast spells. And let me see. So some classes can learn and cast magic spells. See casting spells on 52. I just want to make sure there wasn't anybody that I picked that couldn't. So you can't be surprised. You start with +2 hit points. 4 hit points per level with advantage. I don't think I want to be a dwarf. Bold, adaptable. Oh, that's cool. So with the human, you gain 1 additional talent roll at first level. So I guess maybe I get an additional, possibly additional talent, maybe? I don't know. That's a toughie. Halfling, once per day, you can become invisible for 3 rounds. That probably wouldn't be. I wonder how that works, though. If, like, are you invisible until you get hit or until you attack or something? Man, the artwork in here is so dope. I like it. 52. Also, I guess that will come with, like, as far as the class, and or maybe spellcasters use raw power of creation and destruction to bend reality, shaping it to the will of their gods or ambitions. I like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll do an elf. You know, common, elfish, and Sylvan. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do the elf. Yeah, again, it's something I typically. All right. A goblin. Can I be like a good-looking goblin? I don't know how goblins really look, to be honest. I have like something green in my head, a green monster. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's movies or something. They've got a half orc. I've definitely done a half orc. I've not done a dwarf before, and I don't think I've done a halfling. So we're going to try something different. Maybe we'll do a dwarf for the first time. So for my ancestry, I'm gonna take a chance and I'm gonna do a dwarf. All right, so you start with +2 hit points. Where are my hit points? So I'm just gonna keep that right there for now because I don't know if there's. I take it I would get more hit points than that. I really don't know. After BCC and having hit points like 1 and 2 and 3, you never know. But so I'll just put that +2. Let's see. So roll hit points per level with advantage. I'm sure that will make more sense a little later down the line. Let's see. So we've got our dwarf for our ancestry. So let's see. We've got a fighter class, a priest class. Interesting. A thief class, a wizard class, and I think that's it. Right? Am I tripping? Yeah, fighter, priest, thief, and a wizard. I'm curious about how the wizard. I was thinking maybe first, because I've never seen a priest as an option for like your class. So let's see. So priest talents, I guess I would just roll a 2d6 on here to see what my talent would be. Excuse me. Let's see. So Crusading Templars, Magic in Shadowdark is fantastic. Definite DCC influence. I have yet to delve into DCC's magic, so maybe we'll do that. Next week is my choice for Friday's video, so I've been interested in checking that out. But I can spell. I can let's see, prophetic shamans or mad-eyed zealots who wield the power of their gods to cleanse the unholy. Maybe not. Let's see. Languages, either Celestial. Alright, let me go back to my wizard. I've played the thief before. Let's try the wizard class. So, Rune Tattoo Adepts. Let's see. Flame Conjuring Witches who dare to manipulate the fell forces of magic. Weapons. I guess these are weapons that I automatically have. I have no armor. My hit points, there we go, is a 1d4. Oh my gosh. So, but I do get a +2 because I am a dwarf. So you can permanently learn a wizard spell from a spell scroll by studying it for a day and succeeding on a DC 15 intelligence check. Whether you succeed or fail, you expend the spell scroll. Spells you learn in this way don't count towards your known spells. Spellcasting, you can cast wizard spells, tier 1 spells of your choice from the wizard spell list. Each time you gain a level, you choose new wizard spells to learn according to the wizard spells known table. For casting wizard spells, I think I'm gonna do a wizard. And again, I'm gonna try not to purchase any games, but if I actually really, really enjoy this, then this will be the last game that I'll purchase within the next, I don't know, let's see, 5-6 months. I've got games that I haven't even played yet, so I have no reason to really do it. So magic is fickle, complicated, and volatile. Even the most learned mages tread carefully when reaching beyond the veil to grasp arcane energies. I kind of like that. Let's see, a priest magic is miraculous, sacred, instinctive. Priests who offend their gods might lose the ability to cast spells until they can undertake. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's see. When you cast a spell, you invoke magic to cause an effect. To cast a wizard spell, make a spellcasting check by rolling a d20 plus your intelligence. Wow. And there goes my intelligence. Well, that's okay. I'm still gonna do a wizard. So I've got a wizard from my class. I'm still gonna do a wizard. I think it's gonna be a level 1 spell. See, 3 tier 1 spells. Okay, so we'll knock those spells out. 13. That's nice having that right there. Yeah, you roll 1 class talent roll. So we did a class. Gonna be the wizard. And what page is the wizard on, just for future reference? 24. And I think it would probably be a level 1. So let's roll for our talent real quick. And so we know 3 spells. So figure those out. That's going to be on page 52. So we'll do that before we move on. So let's see. 2 additional languages, common languages, and 2 rare ones. So I think that it's telling me that I had automatically come with a dagger and a staff. I'm going to assume so. Cast spells. Okay. So where would I put that at? Gear maybe, or attacks possibly? I'm just gonna put it under the attacks because I'm not exactly sure. Seemed like it would be common sense, but what's common to one is not common to the next. So I'm just gonna put them right here for right now. Okay. Do. See, so we've got a dagger, and I like a good dagger, and I like a staff, to be honest. So I've got a dagger. Basically where you put what you roll plus mods. Gotcha. Kind of figure so. So I'm gonna put it with my gear for now. So I've got a dagger that blurs that light dagger, and then I have a staff. I'll put these a quick glance thing. I got you. Appreciate that, Simon. It's the free carry staff. All right. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to do my hit points. And I have a +2, so I got a 3. So I have 5 hit points. Fantastic. I'll just leave that right there. So I've got 5 hit points. Wow, 5 hit points. So I should probably if I'm gonna play solo, I should probably have more characters. More than likely. All right. So 2 additional languages and 2 rare languages. Common languages. Let's see, 29. Because maybe we'll definitely put that down. So maybe we can sweet talk people in their language for their money. So most humanoids speak common. So I take it common is going to be, where do I have? Because I don't see. I'm just going to put it down, or I'll put it here. But I will put my talents there. Because I have some unnecessary space right here. So I'm going to put my languages right here. So I'm pretty sure I speak common because it said most humanoids speak common. It said 2 additional, so I don't know if it will be common and then 2 plus the common. So I take it I will speak dwarfish. I mean, maybe not. Maybe I didn't grow up with. You can spin it so many different ways. Common dwarfish. I take it. Yeah, maybe one more. That. Boom, 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 boom. 24. It says 2 additional common languages. We'll put an extra one. And if we need to take it off, we absolutely will. I'm going to do and put goblin. And then it also says that I know 2 rare languages. I'm gonna do Draconic, or hopefully that's how you pronounce it. And then Celestial. This is pretty easy. I like it. We're gonna go with neutral because I didn't even get there yet. But all right, so I'll take because I already know. I'm just gonna go with neutral just because it's right here already for me to look at. All right, so neutral. What else? You can permanently learn. So we've got learning spells, and I know 3 spells, so I get to go 3 tier 1 spells of your choice. So we get 57. 3 times this. Boom, boom, boom. Kind of froze for a sec. Here we go. 3 tier 1. Then now we have to pause to kind of look through this a little bit. So I'm going to do Magic Missile just because I see it there and I want it. I don't know if it does like Magic Missile, like D&D Magic Missile. And we get 3 of them. Let's see. So we've got Alarm, Burning Hands, Charm Person, might be beneficial. Detect Magic. What do I have for my Charisma? And Detect Magic, Feather Fall, Floating Disc, Hold Portal, Light. Maybe Light, because I don't know how torches work here. Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Protection from Evil, and Sleep. I'm gonna look. Where's is it have the spells? What each one does? Yeah, there we go. Hold Portal. I was thinking maybe Detect Magic. You magically hold a portal closed for the duration a creature must make. Okay. So I don't want to do that. The whole portal one. And here we go. Light, and one object you touch glows with bright, heatless light, illuminating out to a near distant for 1 hour of real time. So I don't know what you guys think. I'm thinking maybe light. I don't know. Again, I don't know how torches work or how light sources work in this game. But let me see. Mage armor. An invisible layer of magical force protects your vitals. Your armor class becomes 14. 18 on a critical 18 on a critical spellcasting check for the spell's duration. Maybe mage armor might be. I didn't even get to the AC yet, so I'm not sure how that works. And then what else do we have on there? I was considering sleep or maybe protection from evil. For the spell's duration, chaotic beings have disadvantage on attack rolls. All right. So for the spell's duration, but I wonder how it works as far as casting. When cast on an already possessed target, the possessing entity makes a charisma check. All right, so this might not be a bad thing. Protection from evil, either protection from evil or detect magic. So you know how I like doing my rolls for no reason. So 1 to 3 is gonna be detect magic, and then a 4 to 6 AC is 10 plus your con modifier. I appreciate that. Which sounds from it sounds just like a lighter version of D&D. So AC is 10 plus. So I've got 11. Thank you so much, Mello. What's happening, Mello? How you doing tonight? Or I don't know what time it is where you are. It's nighttime where I am. It's about 10:03. My nose is a little stuffed up. All right, so I was gonna do a quick roll to see protection from evil. So I've got detect magic or protection from evil. I'm gonna roll my cool. So I got a 5. I'm gonna do protection from evil. And also, what I keep handy. Hold on, let me grab it real quick. Boom. Simple, but I mean, I love it. Okay, it's just the simple things that make me happy. All right, so keep that right there. And we picked protection from evil. Well, we rolled protection from evil. And I don't know how much character creation, how from this quick start guide differs from the actual the full book. So, but at least this right here is super simple. So we've got magic missile, mage armor, and protection from evil. So we'll go back to our wizard. Let's see. And this is gonna be our intelligence. As far as I'm pretty sure that's what we read. And we're gonna roll 2d6 for our wizard's talent. I'm gonna do my Dragonbane dice. And I got a 4. So +2 to intelligence. Oh, that's nice. +2 to intelligence stat or +1 to wizard spellcasting checks. All right. I'm thinking we're gonna do the +2 to intelligence stat, maybe. Hold on. See, why? That's not for me. All right. So when you cast a spell, got that part. Let's see. To cast a wizard spell, make a spell casting check by rolling, and so then we would add the +2. So I'm gonna do that. Oops. Where am I at? 24. I'm gonna do +2 to intelligence. I'm gonna put this down here. So I'm gonna I don't know if I should up the modifier as well since it's gonna be or just add +2. I'll just add +2 for right now. Because that's exactly what it said. So I'm not gonna think too deeply more into it. Recuperating. I was at a show from Friday and Saturday night. What kind of show was it? Recuperate. Hopefully it was a cool show. Man, thank you so much, everybody who took the time out and is taking the time out to tune in and like it. So thank you so much. Thank you. Let's see. So we've got our wizard talent. Make sure we can go to the next page. And titles. Wizard title. Huh. I guess I roll. As you gain levels, your title changes to reflect an increase in your fame. Okay. Your legend begins to precede you as your renown grows, for good or for ill. An improved title could present opportunities that were previously out of your reach. Oh, I start right here actually. So it's no rolling. So I'm at a level. I'm pretty sure that we're starting at a level 1. I think, but we'll go. We'll figure it out along the way. So then we picked, as far as we picked neutral. Is that messing with anyone? So we picked neutral and shaman. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's gonna be our title. Interesting. And let's see. That's cool. And we did our alignment because we jumped the gun. We have our languages down as well. Oh wow, look at that. Is that in the camera yet? Look at that. Maybe we can do pickup tomorrow and look through the game master guide and look a little bit over the rules. I definitely wanted to do the Cloud Empress, but maybe we can do that next week. All right, so I don't think let's see, the many gods of the universe are the personifications. Do we pick? So if you're a priest, you must choose one god to serve faithfully. See, I was no thanks on that one. Most folks worship one of the four lords. Let's go back to 13. So we did our talent, hit points equal to one roll. We did our hit points as well, pretty sure, yep. And then we did our title. We did our choice of alignment. And then we get 2d6 times 5 gold pieces to buy gear. It doesn't seem like much, but I'm going to roll my red times 5. So we've got an 8 times 5. I'm pretty sure that's 40. We've got 40 gold pieces, which doesn't seem like much. That 40, 8 times 5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's 40. All right, and let's go to our gear. So our gear is on 32. That's pretty cool. It's pretty simple, pretty easy character creation. Like I said, I don't know how much this changes from, let's see. All right. Oops, I just stabbed myself. Ouchie. So we've got 40 gold pieces. It's not bad. We already have a weapon. We have a dagger and we have a staff. I didn't see any limitations as far as a wizard, because sometimes you're limited. Let me see. I didn't see any limitations on what you can. Well, in some 24. See, Friday was Dead Meat, a Grateful Dead tribute band, and Saturday psychedelic electronic music. Sounds interesting. Shadowdark is so much fun. It seems like it, Thomas. I can see how that it can definitely be a very fun game. This is my first time actually opening up this quick start and delving in and creating my character for the first time. I've got some cool stuff right here too. This solo dark, because I'm gonna run this. Solo, and this one has the game master guide. I didn't really look through it, but like I said, it has. Let's see, NPC names by ancestry. Yeah, we'll delve into this maybe a little bit tomorrow. We'll finish up our character, but it definitely has. So you got your monsters in here. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. We'll mess with that in one sec. So, man, Mello, sounds like I can see why you were recuperating. Psychedelic electronic music. Sounds cool. Now, what do we want to purchase? And I was also curious because, well, maybe because sometimes wizards can't use certain armor. So I was wondering if this one right here, this area, was telling me that this is what I get with the wizard, and even though I don't get any armor. I'm wondering, can I purchase armor? Said so. I definitely want to do. I don't know how much more a backpack. So a crawling kit costs 7 gold pieces. It uses 7 gear slots and contains the following items. So I can purchase the crawling kit. It uses 7 gear slots and contains the following items. So I get all these items for 7 gold pieces. That actually doesn't sound like a bad deal for 7 gold pieces. All right, let me move this stuff out the way a little bit. So I start out. I have 40. I'm gonna get this crawling kit, and I don't know how the gear works either. If I can have all the way up to 20 items, but I'll figure that out. I'm gonna get this crawling kit right here for the 7 gold pieces. What's that gonna put me at? Like 33? It looks like that's all I need at the moment. My backpack, of course, takes up no. Oh, okay, I see that. So it shows the gear slots. 7 gear slots and contains the following. All right, so I'm gonna do so. I've got a backpack. So I've got flint and steel. I'm pretty sure I'm doing that right. Flint and steel. I've got a torch. And it says the torch takes up 2 because I have 2 torches. So they take up 2 slots. And then I've got 3 rations. And then quantity, I've got iron spikes. I could probably do some cool things with the iron spikes. I'll make sure I put I'll make sure I put 10. Oh, I can't. I have to do that over so I can see that nice and clear. That looks like, all right, that's good enough. Let me see. And I've got a grappling hook, will probably be beneficial as well. And then I've got rope, which will probably benefit as well. I think I should do another character as well, but probably not tonight. So I've got a backpack. I don't think I'm really in need of anything else. And I see that I guess maybe I can use this spot to put the damage that my weapons do. Maybe. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that for now. So my staff is 2-handed. Dagger. Yeah, I see that right there. 2-handed, and you may use your strength or this weapon, and also it can be thrown. You may throw this weapon to make a ranged attack with it using strength or dexterity. So got the sniffles. I'm not exactly sure. I'm still trying to figure out what to if I can. I'm gonna just notate it right here or up here with my languages, just as a reminder. I think that I can put the damage in here. I can't remember what you were saying, or what Simon was saying, just in case Simon went and found something else to do. I'm just gonna notate it right here. So I've got my staff does 1d4. And I'll make sure I put 2 hand on there. Let's see, my dwarf wizard. I can't pronounce. Let's see, Zalthazar. That's a pretty cool name. Was captured and eaten alive by no. And the Karens. It's interesting. It sounds like fun time. Are you did this with your dwarf wizard, your Shadowdark dwarf wizard, or was it a game that you were playing over the weekend? Let me see. Yes. Great. Oh no, not you weren't playing the game. You were actually at the band. You were listening to some music. So I guess the dwarf is maybe your Shadowdark character. Sorry, my nose is a little stuffed up. So it's gonna be 2-handed. Yes, I got you. That's the name of the adventure. I got you. What level was your character? Your dwarf wizard. Let me see. What else was I doing now? Oh yes, I was just notating. Parts campaign for 6 months. It recently ended. That's so cool. I have yet to join a campaign. I just do jump in and out of one shots, but I have other things that I've got going on. But eventually, I would like to definitely join a consistent campaign. But I do enjoy jumping in and out of these one shots that I do play in, and they're in person because I can play any character I want. I can move around, I can level my characters up as well. It's the Adventure League, so it's pretty cool. But that sounds awesome. 6 months. I ran Dragon Heist, and I think we played from October to close to summertime. I think was when we stopped. I don't know if maybe it started a little past October. I think maybe just a couple months. So it lasted that was the longest thing that I've ever. And I prefer at the moment just mini adventures. So let me see. What was I gonna do? Oh yes, my dagger. And my dagger is gonna. I figured again it was gonna be that 1d4. Zalthar made it to level 2, so I made another dwarf fighter who made it to level 9. Wow, it was possessed by a wraith. That's awesome, all the way to level 9. So you probably made some good choices. Interesting. Just dope. Shadowdark, I know thee well. Hey, what's up, Flint? What's going on? I'm making my first Shadowdark character. Taking my time. I thought I was gonna have some time to delve into some more into the rules, but again, maybe we can do that tomorrow. And then the Game Master's Quick Start Guide. But I'm pretty sure I'm just about done with my character. See how much time we have. So I have my dagger. I'm just making sure it's F and let's see. Game can get bananas in a good way. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done. I have 33. I only purchased that crawling kit for 7 gold pieces, so I have 33 gold pieces left. And we can always purchase some more stuff before we hop into the adventure. So we'll just chill right there. And let's go back to page 13 because it's super cool that we have it right there. So we got our gear. So we're done. And this is pretty much it. Your first level character. You got your background, your stats. Just remember, you make Shadowdark characters to die. Word. I figured so when I saw the hit points, because my hit points are a 5. I figured it was like funnel characters. So, little one sleeping. Caught that. You see that? You saw that was reflexes? What? So that's pretty cool. I love kung fu flicks too, by the way. So kung fu flicks, and I've been in and out of martial arts since I was younger. I love martial arts. Let's see. So that's pretty much it. Yep. Background, stats, choice of ancestry, choice of class. Then we rolled for our talent. We did our hit points. We made our title, or got our title. choice of alignment, and then we rolled for our 40 gold pieces, and we spent one on a little bit on what you call it. Can you tell us why Shadowdark is the third most popular? No, I cannot tell you that. I have absolutely no idea why it is. I take it because it's a fantastic game. But that would probably be a question for the people out there who've been playing Shadowdark. This is my first time delving into my first character that I've made, and this is the first time of me actually taking the time out to open up these books. Ninja mode. Thanks, Simon. Definitely. Woo, ninja mode. Oh my gosh. Has anybody ever seen, what is this? His name on there, they call him Bruce Leroy. What is this? The Last Dragon? I don't know if anybody's out there has seen that, but I used to love The Last Dragon. But what's up, Warple, by the way? Warple. Broccoli. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. We've created, and the only thing we're missing right now is a name, and then I wasn't sure again. I'll figure that out. Are you cat? Am I cat calling you? What? What up? Oh, I actually thought I was cat calling you by going, what up? Now I need to pick a name out. Where do I should I grab a name? You know what I like to do when I'm looking for a name? Everybody? Anybody? Does anybody know what I like to do? What book I like to use? Stop. Xanathar's Guide to Everything for a name. Okay. Because why not, right? Because if you've got it, you just use them because that's what you do. Boom, boom, Xanathar Guide. I get some good use out of them. Xanathar's Guide. And Tasha's Cauldron, too. I enjoy both of the books. But we're going to look for a name for, oh, we got Spanish. I'm going to absolutely mess this up. I'm going to be taking Spanish classes courtesy of Mrs. Coach, wanting me to know Spanish, wanting me to learn Spanish. This is so embarrassing. I've got plenty more where that comes from. Let's see, Spanish name, Francisco, Fernando, Jose, Jorge, George. Is that Jorge? Am I tripping? Pedro, Nicolas, Thomas. Shadowdark is popular overall because it's a blend of OSR with 5e accessibility. That makes sense. Show enough word, Flint. Show enough. I'm not gonna do this. Mrs. Coach thinks I'm catcalling her, but wow. So you know that I was gonna try to figure out where I could watch The Last Dragon too, but we're trying to figure out a name. Alejandre Benito, Enrique. So I get to take my first Spanish class soon. I've got a little bit of a vocabulary, but I guess I've got a little bit of a vocabulary. Let's try some other names. I kind of like that picture right there. Meso, Slavic, Roman. Let's see. I'm gonna mess with the names Ase or Ashe. Not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure I can't pronounce most of these inside of here. Miguel. Miguel sounds good. Let's see. Japanese. I'm gonna definitely slaughter. Yeah. Haru. Simple. Kiyoshi. Katsu. I kind of like that. I think I'm gonna do Katsu. Antonio. I kind of like Katsu. What if I mix the names? Antonio. I didn't want to mess the names up. Alfonso. Domingo. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Katsu. I don't even know that's how, but I guess it doesn't really matter. What matters is how I pronounce it because it's my character. Takio. Toru. Katsu. I'm gonna do Katsu. I'm gonna call it Ketsu. Ketsu. Ketsu, it makes no sense, but I'm gonna go with that. And I think that is done. We are done with our Shadowdark character Ketsu. I'm gonna go with that as the name Ketsu. It's a dwarf wizard. Oh, well, I guess the hit points will come later. I don't have a deity, and that is it. I'm gonna put this to the side real quick. Catch up. Funny Ketsu, my man Ketsu. Let's put this to the side real quick. Let's see, get a time check. I want to do this solo. So we got created our character. We got our title. So what's up next inside of this book? We got our weapons. We do have 33 gold pieces that we can utilize. Oh, it has character names right here. Right? So let's see what they have. We have ours is a dwarf. Yeah, I'm not digging those. Zasha? Huh. Yeah, we'll stick with Ketsu. Then experience points. We get +1. Experience XP represents your learning influence and increasing skill. XP awards are based on the quality of the treasure and boons you gain during a session. The GM, which is coach at the moment, can award XP right away or at the end of each session. Okay, so to gain a level, you need to earn your current level XP 10 times 10 XP. Your current level times 10 XP. So once you reach a new level, your total XP resets back to 0. Okay. Level at, all right. So you get any new title, spells, and talent improvements listed for your level. Your maximum HP increases, and you might also gain a talent roll. Let's see. And we're gonna just look through the book a little bit. Since we've already finished our character, I like the font too. I'm kind of cool that I messed up on the printing aspect because I've got space up here for notes and then down here. So I'm gonna come back to the XP because so I could get the XP now since I'm the one. Let's see. To gain a level, you need to earn your current level times 1 XP. So I would only need 11. We'll see. Gameplay. Let's see. When you have an advantage on a roll, it means you're strong in a position. Which, yeah, I'm figuring we already know when you. So far, I know you have to hit like the DC or, well, at least you would hit the DC or above. Or wait, hold on. Let's see. So advantage. When you have an advantage on a roll, it means you're in a strong position to succeed. For example, you might be attacking from a high ground, or you might have just failed at a task and now have insight into how to succeed if you try again. That's pretty cool. To roll advantage, you roll the same die twice, and use the better result. Same with disadvantage, you would pick the worst one. I'm sure. Use the worst result, canceling you. If you have both advantage and disadvantage on a roll, they cancel each other out. So you've got a natural 20 when a D20 die roll shows 20. When what you're doing succeeds to your maximum capacity. An attack roll automatically hits and is a critical hit. So, yeah, definitely. I can see why. That's how Dragonbane is. Dragonbane feels like it's a mixture of a lighter rule system of just like a older school kind of feel mixed with new. So, and that's what I like about Dragonbane. You prefer milestones to XP? I think I prefer milestones as well. I take it this is pretty much going to run the same as far as milestones go when it comes to, or if it has milestones, I don't know. But I use milestones in D&D. I am experimenting with milestone progression method. let's see. So, and then of course a 1 is when the d20 die rolls shows a 1 when you're doing fails to your maximum capacity. What you're doing fails to the maximum capacity. An attack roll automatically misses and might even strike an ally. The DC decider. If there's a random chance for an outcome, such as whether a drop torch goes out, the GM calls for a D6 roll. 1 to 3 results in the worst outcome for the players, and 4 to 6 results in the better one. I like that. That's kind of what I do now when I'm making little simple decisions and stuff, like I did earlier, trying to figure out what spell. So we got a DC decider. I'm also going to do something that you guys are probably not, and this is just the quick start guide, but even if I had the physical book, I would still do the hardcover. I would do the same. All right? Something to remember. Luck tokens. All right? I don't know what luck tokens are. Sometimes the GM awards a luck token. So kind of like a heroic inspiration, possibly, to a player for exceptional role-playing heroism. Or just plain coolness. Big sacrifices, moving speeches, or incredibly daring maneuvers might be worthy of luck tokens, whether or not the character's actions were successful. Each player can only have 1 luck token at a time. You can cash in a luck token to reroll any roll you just made. So, like kind of like a heroic inspiration. I like the idea. I like the term luck tokens. So that's definitely something. My luck token. Keep this right here. And see how many to give. Well, we won't have to worry about that because it's just gonna be. I'm gonna definitely do another character besides my Ketsu. Kind of sounds like some type of animal. Certain tasks will fall under specific stats. The following examples illustrate common uses for each one. The difference between intelligence and wisdom can be tricky. If in doubt, remember wisdom is for sensory, all right, intelligence, knowledge, and logic. And it seems pretty kind of, there's different modes of play that allow more luck tokens. GM might award 2 to 3 luck tokens per player. So we might give out new luck tokens during a game session. I can dig it. I'm curious now what's the difference? Well, how much more information there is besides what's in the quick start. Let's see. This is pretty basic with strength, smashing, dexterity, constitution, holding your breath underwater, withstanding intense pain, resisting the effects of poison. The intelligence, giving first aid to a dying character. I probably wouldn't have guessed that. Recalling the path through a twisted maze. I think I would figure that. And a nice cool section for making checks. I'll let you guys read on that on your own time. I'm looking at the book now, just more. Okay. There's about 8 months of Shadowdark Live play on my channel if you want to check it out. Absolutely, Flint. I definitely will. My friend Tim does a good job of DMing. Steve Warble said, beat them to the pulp move. I like that. Mellow random tables. I'm definitely gonna check that out, Flint. What's up, Dave? How you doing? Thank you, everybody who's taking the time out to like the live. It helps out a great deal. I'm getting ready to kind of wrap things up. I didn't know my character creation was going to take that long, but I should have known because I kind of just kick back and just chill on a live. But I was going to do, because you guys kind of picked for me to do this, I was going to do this tomorrow. I even downloaded some cool stuff. I got an introductory adventure, and I have the solo protocol. But maybe we can save that and do that on maybe next Friday's video. And maybe tomorrow we can continue on into delving into the quick start and the Game Master's quick start guide as well. So then we can jump into an adventure. Also, I've got something really cool. 4 Against Darkness, this dungeon thing. I was thinking maybe we can go delve into a simple dungeon using yeah, using some of the tables because they have some pretty cool tables inside of the Game Masters. But let me look at this real one more time. Not one more time, but I'm gonna look at this right here, and then we'll hop off. It looks like it's not really much in here. That's pretty much it. Crawling, resting, stealth. Yeah, so making checks. So when to roll, usually you succeed at what you're trained to do without needing to roll a check. That makes sense. I like that. I like that. So, for example, a wizard is always able to read magical runes. Makes sense. And a thief always finds a trap if searching in the right area. If you take the time to scan the sky for threats or examine a stretch of wall for a secret door, you simply succeed. I like this. Super simple, super easy. I do enjoy rolling dice, but I also notice that some people don't enjoy rolling dice and they just kind of want to ask a question and know yes or no without all the extra stuff. So I can definitely dig it. The GM asks for a check when the following is true. The action has a negative consequence for failure. The action requires a skill. There's time pressure. And then we've got our difficulty class. So the good thing right here, especially since we're going to be playing solo, we might need to mess with that a little bit, but luckily we can do it. That's what I'm thinking. We'll just do, two characters. Contested checks. I think I'm familiar with it. If multiple creatures are working against each other on a conflicting task, contested check decides who succeeds. To make a contested check, each participant rolls one relevant stat check at the same time, even if it's not their turn. The highest win. The highest result wins, which makes sense. So I'm familiar with that, but I'll go ahead and notate that. I think that's where we're gonna actually pause. Wow, where'd you get this? I got it from Amazon. See, this is a short collection of pre-drawn dungeons for Against Darkness and for other dungeon exploration games. I was thinking I would use this. We'll possibly use one of these for our Shadowdark adventure. Man, it is super cool. And it's got a few of them in here. Not exactly how many. Not sure how many. This is not a standalone game, of course, for Against Darkness, but I figured because it would be pretty cool. And it's got some really cool, what do you call it? So yeah, I think we'll use one of these because it's nice to start out with. And it's got a little section over here where you can do some writing. Definitely getting a 4AD. Yes. So you are a 4. I think I remember I showed I think you were telling me last time you were a 4AD fan. But this is fantastic. Like I said, I've got so many other books. I probably should not purchase any more books anytime soon. But yeah, this is cool. And I think pretty sure this was like maybe just literally like a few dollars to get. I haven't used it yet, but I pulled it out to remind myself that it will probably be perfect on something like this. Did you ever create your own? Do you ever create your own dungeons? Yes, I absolutely do. I use Incarnate to create dungeons, and then I also draw dungeons up as well. So yeah, I definitely do. Let's see. I'm not a PC's having fan of PC's having only one lone luck token or 1 point inspiration. I have too many players who keep putting off spending that point, saving it for the big fight. I can dig that. They were doing that when I was playing D&D as far as the heroic inspiration. Not utilizing it, trying to hold on to it and stuff. So I can dig that. So, but today what we did was we created our first Shadowdark character. My character's name is Kinsu. I am a dwarf wizard. Pretty sure we could probably make a new character faster tomorrow. We'll delve a little bit more. We'll continue to keep going inside of the book, which I don't think there's much left in here. It seems like a pretty simple system. And then I wanted to look into this right here, the Game Master's Quick Start Guide. So we can do a session 0 tomorrow, maybe for our solo character. And then we have the Solo Dark as well, which I don't know what's in here, except cool artwork, clearly. That's dope. Getting started. Yeah. So we'll look into this a little tomorrow. I'm not sure whether we'll do more of this tomorrow or Cloud Empress. You let me know What's up, Glee? Spent a full month playing 4AD, enjoying those dungeons and the crosshatch patterns. I bet it came out super fantastically awesome. That's what's up. I love 4AD. I've got some other stuff that I've definitely got too. That's why I'm telling you, I don't need to purchase any more games, no more books. I've got some 4 Against Darkness stuff that I haven't, what do you call it? These 3 right here, I have yet to play. So we've got 4 Against the Great Old Ones, 4 Against Mars, and Alone Against Fear. I have another one too, but I've got a bunch of 4 Against Darkness stuff. So, but yeah. I'm gonna delve off of this right here. I appreciate everyone taking the time out to tune in. We're probably gonna do more of this tomorrow and create our session, our adventure. Figure out how we're gonna create our adventure for our solo. Do you know who the Great Old Ones are? I guess some type of beings, possibly. Not exactly sure. The Great Elders, Cthulhu. That I did know, but it was around, close to Cthulhu. If not, I do remember that. And I have a Cthulhu, Call of Cthulhu. But yeah, I do know. I'm pretty sure it says it on here too. Lovecraftian. So yeah, I hate that game. It's Cthulhu. Gotcha. You hate that game. Hate is such a strong word. That's a lot of energy to put out for something that's is very unsportsmanlike. Okay. Such a strong word though. Over, especially something that you don't care about. So, but yeah, we'll go into this a little bit more tomorrow. So, but thank you for everyone who's taking the time out to tune in. I hope you guys have a super fantastically awesome night. I love going on live. I love kicking back and just chilling and chatting with people. So hopefully you hop on tomorrow as we'll delve a little bit more into our session 04-hour solo session of Shadowdark. It's probably gonna be super killer. It's probably like playing it solo is probably like having funnel characters like from DCC. But yeah, thank you for everyone's help too. Yeah, peace, Mellow. Peace, everybody. You guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, word. See you later, Glee.